The Samsung Galaxy S8 hit stores in early 2017, so it makes sense that we're hearing about the Samsung Galaxy S9, as it might only be months away. The rumors are coming thick and fast for what the new phone will look like and feature, so we've rounded up the best of them here as well as answering some key questions. And below all that you'll find our wish list of the various things we most want from Samsung's next flagship. What's the new Samsung Galaxy S9 news? The latest leaks suggest the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus and presumably also the standard S9 will have an Exynos 9810 chipset, at least in some regions, and just 4 GB of RAM. We are expecting £639 or $725 or $1,200 based on current projections, as we're expecting the Galaxy S9 to come in around the same price as its predecessor. Given we're not expecting massive design changes, we doubt too high a price rise. A March 2018 launch. While recent rumors suggest the S9 will launch in January, that seems too early given people are locked into contract cycles. But it was late in announcing the Galaxy S8 in 2017. The company waited about a month longer than normal, so it's possible that the S9 will land around the end of February, in which case it might be launched at Mobile World Congress 2018, as that's likely to take place at that sort of time. Samsung and Qualcomm have also started working on a new mobile chip according to the investor. The chip is apparently likely to be called the Snapdragon 845, up from the Snapdragon 835 found in some versions of the Galaxy S8, and is supposedly going to be used in the Samsung Galaxy S9. So far we don't know anything about the power or performance of the Snapdragon 845 chipset, but we'd wager it won't be the only one Samsung uses, with a new Exynos chip likely headed to S9 handsets in some parts of the world. And speaking of a new Exynos chip, Samsung has now unveiled the Exynos 9810, which is likely to be used in the S9 outside of the US. It includes an LTE modem which supports theoretical download speeds of 1.2 Gbps faster than any other phone, meaning you could potentially download an HD movie within just 10 seconds. However, it seems unlikely that we'll get 6 GB of RAM inside, which is what many smartphone brands, especially Asian ones, are doing, with Samsung apparently set to stick with a much more sensible 4 GB spec instead. The benchmark is questionable though, as while it lists the Exynos 9810 chipset, which is likely to be used, along with Android Oreo, the actual scores achieved by the phone in the benchmark are far lower than we'd expect from a Samsung flagship, so the listing could be fake. Elsewhere, it seems one of the big chipset developments may allow the company to include a much bigger battery. A new report suggests Samsung will now use substrate-like PCB tech that will allow the Exynos chipset manufacturer to include a bigger battery without increasing the size of the processor. A possible alternative could come in the form of a fingerprint scanner built into a notch at the bottom of the screen, a bit like the one on the Essential phone but at the bottom rather than the top. That theory is based on a patent which shows exactly that, but patents often don't get used in products, so it may well not happen. Samsung Galaxy S9. What we want to see. The Samsung Galaxy S8 is still the new shiny, but we've had a brainstorm about the improvements we'd like to see on the Galaxy S9. 1. A foldable screen. Rumors of the Samsung Galaxy X, a phone with a foldable display, have been building for the past few years. 2. A smaller version. Samsung doesn't offer an Android alternative to the iPhone SE. Instead, the company has the Galaxy S8 and Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus for the mid-sized and larger phone lovers out there. We'd like to see Samsung embrace a smaller display on the Galaxy S9, or offer up a third version that includes a smaller screen instead. 3. A fingerprint sensor under the screen. It's clear Samsung wanted to move the fingerprint sensor under the screen for the Galaxy S8, but didn't have enough time to make it work. Instead, Samsung included a touch-sensitive home button under the display, which is useful, but we'd like to see the company go the full way and include a fingerprint sensor below the screen. 4. A lower price. Samsung has had to increase the price for the Galaxy S8, making it one of the most expensive flagship phones on the market. 5. Dual-lens camera rumors for the Galaxy S8 suggested Samsung was working on a dual-lens shooter. This is a strong phone from Samsung indeed, although a lack of upgrades to the camera and battery do slightly irk. However, the rebooted screen is very attractive, and really makes a big difference to this phone. Samsung has ticked most of the boxes we were hoping it would here.